guys, welcome to Sumayya's English classroom. If you're watching my channel for the first time, do subscribe for more videos and enable the bell icon to get notified. Welcome to Class 12 Flamingo Poem, Elementary Classroom in Islam by StephenSpender. In the last two videos, we went through the detailed explanation of the first two stanzas of the poem, An Elementary Classroom in Islam. We have studied the first two stanzas with its detailed explanations. Hope you watched those videos. If not, please check the description box to get the links. Part 1 and Part 2 are uploaded already. Now let's move on to the last two stanzas of the poem. Okay, let's see the lines. Surely Shakespeare is wicked. The map a bare example. With ships and sun and love tempting them to steal. For lies that slyly dawn in their cramped halls, from foe to endless night. On this slag heap, these children wear skins peeped through by bones, and spectacles of steel with many gloves, like bottle bits on stones. All of the time and space are foggy slum. So bloat their maps with slum as big as dome. The first two stanzas describe the appearance of the slum children and the classroom. Those stanzas evoke pity and empathy when it reflects the pathetic and miserable existence of the slum children. In this stanza, Part says that, surely Shakespeare is wicked. How Shakespeare became wicked? Let me ask, what's the meaning of wicked? Wicked means evil or morally wrong. How Shakespeare is wicked here? These slum children don't know who Shakespeare is. They don't know that he is a well-known English playwright, a dramatist. They haven't read any works written by this genius dramatist. Even the basic education is not properly fulfilled. So how can we expect that they know Shakespeare? Here, the poet questions the wisdom of exposing these children to Shakespeare. He is called wicked because he talks of a world of kings and noblemen, which is far removed from the dull lives of these kids. And the map, a bare example, with ships and sun and love tempting them to steal. Yeah, map is a bad example. The map tempts the children to escape from their miserable world. We have already seen the world of slum they live in. They are locked in the slum, away from the rivers, caves, and stars of words. When you see the map of sun-filled world, it opens a beautiful world before the slum children. It tempts them to aspire for a world which is beyond their reach. Their world is slum. They are locked in the dark, narrow lanes in the slum. When Shakespeare represents the world of literature, and the map shows the foreign land with beautiful landscapes, these children are really helpless to access to it. This civilized world is meaningless for them, and it will tempt them to take the wrong path. That's here with ships and sun and love tempting them to steal. They feel cheated in being deprived of the thrilling sensations of the sun, the shapes, the emotions of love. The ship, the sun, and love symbolize joy and happiness, which these children are deprived of. Their only experience is that of hunger and poverty. So sun stands for better future, ship stands for adventure. Okay, is it clear? To reach out to this beautiful world, they tempted to adopt wrong ways. Wrong ways means even stealing to fulfill their dreams. For lies that slyly turn in their cram hole from fog to endless night. Yes, these children live in tents or makeshift rooms. These are compared to cram holes. Okay, these are compared to cram holes. Why is it compared to cram holes? Because their life is compared to that of rats. Okay, like rats, they are revolving around in itself. Okay, they are living in the small dirty rooms from fog to endless night. So like rats, their life revolves around dullness and hopelessness. Endless night means hopelessness. Okay, dullness means fog. Okay, from fog to endless night, that means the beginning of their day and ending of their day that is there in the slum itself. So they're struggling there from foggy morning till long endless nights, trying to meet both ends. Their life is going towards an endless future. Their future is uncertain. On this slag heap, these children wear skins, peeped through by bones, and spectacles of steel with mended glass, like bottle bits on stones. So how is the skin? A skin is like thin layer of cloth. On this slag heap means these children are living in the midst of dirt or slag heap. Okay, then these children wear skins peeped through by bones. That's the skin is like the thin layer of cloth. And the bones are peeping through the skin. We can see it's visible. Okay, the bones are visible there. Why is it so? As we have already said, these kids suffer from malnutrition. And spectacles of steel with mended glass. What type of glasses or spectacles they wear? Spectacles of steel. It's made of steel with repaired glass. They have worn looking glasses that are made of steel, which is cheap, heavy, and uncomfortable. They are compared to bottle bits on stones. What's the meaning of this line? Bottle bits and stones. The broken glasses of the spectacles are worn by them. Okay, it looks like bits of glass on stone walls. It highlights the poverty and fatal situation of people in slums. Also, there is a fact that they can't afford spectacles. They can't buy spectacles. All of their time and space are foggy slum. Their time and world is this slum itself. Foggy slum means foggy future of kids. So blot their maps with slums as big as doom, the poet says. So blot their maps. Blot means mark with a spot. Their slum as big as doom. Doom means disaster. As they are leading a disastrous life there. As these slums are getting bigger and bigger, it will destroy the future of these children. These kids have no escape from these slums. Okay, let's move on to the last stanza. Unless governor, inspector, visitor, this map becomes their window, and these windows they shed upon their lives like catacombs. Break, oh break, up until they break the town, and show the children to green fields, and make their world run azure on gold sands, and let their tongues run naked into books. The white and green leaves open history, theirs whose language is the sun. So this is the last stanza. Here, the poet addresses the world outside the slum. The world represented by the map. Who are to be blamed for this helpless situation of the slum kids? We are, dears, including governor, inspector of schools, and visitor. He says that the government should take knowledge of the problems being faced by these kids and make the world map a reality before them. So who are responsible? The government is responsible, the inspector is responsible, and the visitors are also responsible to improve the living condition of the children in the slum. That can be easily done through education. And these windows that shed upon their lives like catacombs. Life of these kids can be changed for better if an initiative is taken by the governor, inspector of schools, or visitor. So their windows to the world that's represented by the map can be opened by them. These windows are shut and they are locked in the slum. The slum encloses their lives like catacombs. What are catacombs? They are underground cemeteries. Okay, so the poet says, hey governor, inspector of schools, and the visitors, please come and save these children from these catacombs. They are supposed to open these windows to the world of education for slum kids. Okay, come to the next line. Break, break open till they break the town. We must break the barriers that divide the society into haves and have-nots. Means dividing the society into rich and poor. Let them come out of the slums. Let them come to the towns and show the children to green fields. That's in the next line. Show the children to green fields and make their world run azure on gold sands. So the poet says that we must take them to the green fields. That means to the beautiful nature that's represented by Tyrolese Valley. Okay, that picture is there in that classroom. So my dears, this last stanza is brimming with the spirit of optimism and positivity. The poet appeals to the concerned authority to rescue these slum kids from the slum classrooms that are like catacombs. So he says, take those children to the world of beauty and let them break the town. Let them breathe in fresh and open air and make their world run azure on gold sands. That is, let them run freely. Run azure means deep blue. That it stands for the oceans. Okay. So let's take them to beaches. Okay. Let them run freely on the gold sands. Let their tongues run naked into books. The white and green leaves open. What is the meaning of this line? Let them dive into the world of books. Okay, let them go into the world of books and explore the world of knowledge. The white and green leaves open. What are the white leaves and green leaves? White leaves means the world of books. Green leaves means, yes, of course, the world of green means nature. Let the slum kid learn from nature and books. History, there's whose language is the sun. Yes, thus we can liberate the slum kids from the foggy slum to the magic world of education and creativity. Thus, let them create history. History, thus, whose language is the sun. Okay, let them create history. Let them be part of history. Language is the sun. The sun stands for clear vision and bright future. And also it stands for the power of life and hope. So when they are taken out, they can access to everything under the sun. So history, whose language is the sun, it represents the child whose life is to be taken to a pleasant situation, and thereby he will get happier life. Now let's see literary devices used in these stanzas. First here comes simile. Okay, which is the simile used in these lines, in these stanzas? Like bottle with sunstones. Okay, that is, the spectacles frame their stony-eyed expressions or hard faces. Another simile is windows that shed upon their lives like catacombs. Okay, the classroom and the homes in which the slum children live have been compared to the underground burial chambers. Okay, lives like catacombs. Another poetic device used here is symbol. Okay, ships and sun. They are symbolic of adventure and beautiful lands offering opportunities. Another one is green fields and gold sand, symbolic of color, happiness, nature, and golden opportunities. Next is white and green leaves, learning from pages of books and nature. That's what white and green leaves. Then the sun symbolizes light and brightness which comes with education. Proper education alone can improve the lives of these slum children. Repetition also is used here in the line break open till they break down. The word break is repeated to give the stress on that concept. So here some expressions are explained. One is history is theirs whose language is the sun. Okay, it means that these children can create history when their language is like the sun. So through this metaphor, StephenSpender feels that only those people who have courage can leave their mark, who has the adventure spirit can leave their mark. To create history, their language must have the power, brightness, and warmth of the sun. The another one is map a bare example. That is, the map opens before the slum children a beautiful world. The map is a bare example because it tempts them to aspire for a world which is beyond their reach. Their world is confined to the dark, narrow lanes in the slum. Another is from fog to endless night. That is, the children in the slum struggle from morning to night merely to exist. It also means that they struggle from the beginning of their life to their death. That's their life is one of the endless struggle and darkness. Okay, my dear students, this is the end of this chapter, An Elementary Classroom in Islam by StephenSpender. I hope you have understood this chapter. Thank you.